Yo, I want to chill right now.
You're disrespecting me in a public forum right now. You realize that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want that to be the goal of the podcast, for somebody to let go of their worries in the world and listen to us.
This is my new look, Daddy David. Daddy David.
Born to procreate. Born to procreate. Yeah, that better make it in the intro.
Nah, probably not.
I worked for 10 hours and then I went on a much deserved walk, which I actually switched up the route in which I did my walk. So I, kept a little spicy on y'all ass.
That's very cool.
I just popped open a Truly because I'm living life.
Oh, dang.
But no, I didn't do a whole lot. I streamed earlier and we got some shit popping. Talked about ASMR and, where y'all stand on, ASMR and ear licking?
Ear licking.
Like they have these plastic molds with a mic inputted into it, so they just lick the mic, but they're just like
I've seen
and
it.
It's just like
don't do it.
It's Wait, you don't like it?
Dude, I used to do that. Didn't I used to do that to you when you lost your mind? I would do that in the mic. I would just separate my tongue from the roof of my mouth, and it would make that really elongated,
I fucking hated it.
Wet sound. No. And just so the party would go dead, and I would just do that, and Trevor would throw his headset across the fucking room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I was telling Trevor that it was in my Twitch recommended, channels for you, and it's some chick just licking an ear, and they had 17,000 people watching.
Yeah, and the funny part is that he was like, "Yo, I don't know what Twitch is trying to tell me about y'all, but I only watch you guys, so they're just recommending me this sexual AMR shit or ASMR shit."
Wow, that's funny. Yeah, see, I watch some ASMR actually and stuff, so I'm definitely not. I don't think all of it is sexual by any means and whatever. I'm not one of those guys, but that ear stuff is like you are right on the border of plausible deniability for me. Freaking,
you can't deny it, man. I'm sorry. If you're just sensually licking a fucking mic, bro, I'm sorry, man. That's sexual.
Yeah,
you just call it like it is, man. It's fine. It's fine if it is what it is, but you just gotta call it like you see it.
Yeah,
you can convince me that it's only sound based if the video is if you are like a heterosexual male, whatever, and the video is just of a fat bearded dude doing it, then you can convince me that it's only Sonic and not at all about the video about what you're seeing going on or who is doing it. Then you can convince me.
Suppose so.
Ooh, those Trulies hit different after the yogurt ice cream. Yuck.
Oh yeah, takes out all the sweetness, just leaves you with
it's disgusting.
Bitter alcohol.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, I've had that recently.
I've had that recently. Oh, you drinking recently?
No, at my birthday party, we had freaking cake and ice cream, just sweetening it up. And I drank an old fashioned, with whiskey, but there's some liqueur and blackberry stuff to make it a little better. That stuff would just cut right out, and I was like, "Oh god dang!"
So there's a million old fashions then, right? Because I know that old fashions they tend to be super bitter, really dry, right?
Yeah, they're pretty dry and heavy, and they tend to be syrupy in my experience, but not necessarily sweet at the same time. That one was a pretty sweet old fashioned, but still, it was. You're
more experienced than I am.
Maybe in whiskey, yeah, I do like whiskey, so that's the difference there. Yeah, I'm a fan. I like what it does to me.
I like what it does to me. I was at my happy hour, my virtual happy hour last week with my coworkers, and the manager or the boss of my boss, she joined in late, a half hour late, and she goes to the fridge and she pulls out a fucking White Claw. I'm like, okay, I'm not alone. I'm drinking a seltzer too.
Yeah, man, happy hour. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah. People were drinking beer. I'm like,
yeah. Ugh, yucky.
That's great. We got Trevor sipping a little bit here. All the rest of us are chilling. This is episode 74 of the Unboxing Life podcast. Welcome in. You just listened to probably a good little 5 minutes there leading into this. But anyway, time to introduce the people that you've been listening to. I am Cameron. I'm one of your 4 hosts for today. I also got Treasure Coon aka
Oh,
Trevor, with
baby.
me.
Let me just say, you look a little cute right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Also
you look.
there.
I don't. Yeah, I think it's I think it's the hair. I don't know. There's something with his eyes, like
A
right
little
now,
fluffy.
and he's got a nice little, not a 5 o'clock shadow. He's got like a 3 o'clock shadow, but it's like it's hitting nice. Boy looking
Dang.
nice.
Thank
I
you.
see.
I
Yeah.
always appreciate the genuine compliments.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
I also got my boy Dave Vision, aka David. How we doing?
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
All right. And lastly,
Don't
we
start.
got
Awesome with the tasseled hair.
Oh, mine's just straight up messy.
True.
Hat hair
got-
right now, man.
Dave Vision's partner in crime, stream most wanted on SoundCloud now. That's Amo over there. Hey, how's it going, Alex?
I'm chilling. I'll second what Trevor is saying, man. I see you with that. Always respect the Toby look you're going for. I've been on a Toby kick with my YouTube recommendations. Gotta respect it. I see you.
Yo, so that
Man.
really new blockbuster movie, Bully Maguire takes on Family Feud. So how was that?
Yeah.
How was shooting that movie?
You know, Steve was great to work with. Honestly,
Steve was
he's a really likable character. I know there's some stories about him, but I never had a problem at all. He's a great guy. He's a great entertainer.
That's good.
Great
That's a
improv
good stand-up,
comedian.
dude.
Great improv comedian. Yeah, he's great.
Has he ever So I'm not really well versed in Steve Harvey, but was he a stand-up comedian before the whole TV shit, or?
I think he has stand up,
Yeah.
but I don't know if
wanna
that was
say he
his. I don't know that was his entrance into the game. I really don't know. All I've known him from his Family Feud, and then he had his own talk show after that. But yeah, I have no freaking idea.
I know about more of his daughter's relationships than I do him. So
Y'all have computers. You can look that up real quick. The,
Well, I
the
didn't
career of Steve Harvey. I'm curious now.
Yeah. Damn.
yeah,
Not
we
to
don't
get too
Google shit
sidetracked.
on the podcast, even though we Google shit on the podcast. So.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
we want to jump into traditions?
yeah, I'm ready to hear the Steve Harvey fact. Let's get it.
I do not have a Steve Harvey fact,
Dang.
but I will have myself go
darn it.
first. We did play Family Feud on the podcast last week. If you want to go check
True.
that out, guys. Yeah. So yeah, that's the
That was
the
our
drinking episode.
third time playing it, I think. Did we play for the first drunk podcast? I can't remember.
Don't think we did. I think I only set it up the one time.
Mm.
So I think that was the second
I feel like
rendition
you set it up
of
before,
Family Feud.
but it was.
How the
I feel
fuck
like you
did we
set it up
do
before,
3.5
but it wasn't
hours?
It was just like a.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like we've done a Family Feud thing way.
Yeah,
long time
once
ago.
before, I think.
Yeah, we did it with
okay.
Brian the first time, but I don't remember. Anyways,
Yeah.
It's one of my
Before that.
all-time favorite game shows that I used to play in the barber shop I go to all the time. So
yeah. If
fun,
a class.
fun fact.
It's a good
So-
time. Yeah.
My facts definitely predates the show of Family Feud and probably predates Steve Harvey as well, as it took place in 1875.
I would hope it predates him.
The
Otherwise, he has figured out the
that'd be
fountain of youth secret.
crazy. Him and Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Hi, Groovy.
We are in Dublin for the Great Whiskey Fire of Dublin,
Oh.
Oh,
which killed 13 people.
Dang.
fuck.
Keep that casualty rate in your head. 13 people.
All right. Friday the
When a
13th.
whiskey warehouse containing about 5,000 barrels of the liquor caught fire, the barrels burst. This mass exodus of whiskey resulted in the formation of a 2-foot wide, 6-inch deep, 400-meter long river of whiskey down the street. None perished as a result of smoke inhalation or burns. All victims died of alcohol poisoning by drinking the whiskey flowing through the streets.
Are you fucking
Oh my
serious?
god.
All 13 people died by literally people were taking their shoes off and dipping it in the river and drinking
Ew.
from their shoe.
Oh, what the frick?
That's anecdotal. That's part of the legend.
Yeah.
So that's not part of the
Yeah.
fact. I can't attest to
Oh
that
my-
fully. But literally the coroner's report for that for that night is 13 deaths by alcohol poisoning because they were just
That's
drinking
Ireland
out,
for
they were
you,
just drinking
man.
out of the street.
That's
That takes pub crawling to a whole new level, bro.
Silent for you.
yeah. That is
That
nuts.
is wild.
Welcome to Dublin.
You have Irish roots, right, David?
Yeah, that's why I can say that. None of you can say that, but I can say that.
I mean, I can, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
I might be able to say it. I don't know. I haven't done
You
ancestry.
gotta do a
on us.
23andMe before you can say it. Figure it out.
How much Irish is in you?
It's probably the majority of my ethnicity. I don't know, percentages, but Yeah, I have like, one side of my family is definitely entirely from there. I think the other side is like maybe from Scotland as well. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Stuff
I
like
wouldn't,
that.
I wouldn't mind to see you in a kilt.
Okay.
Some bagpipes.
Is
You
that
can get
purely
down with some
Scottish,
bagpipes
or
with
is
some
that
music.
is that shared between the two cultures?
It's definitely known as a Scottish thing. I feel like it's in other cultures as a different thing, but
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Hmm.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Lovely fun fact. Rest in peace to everyone that died in that. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Please drink responsibly and not from the street.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jeez.
That
Yo,
is
imagine that being like a
sound advice.
disclaimer in like a Bud Light commercial or
Yeah.
something,
I know.
or a Jack Daniels commercial.
They
Yo,
show-
don't drink this on the street.
Yeah, they show
Don't
some
drink-
like tidal
yeah.
wave of beer, and like people are like eating it up like it's a cartoon or something, and they have to say like paid actors, like not a
That would
realistic
be really
representation.
insensitive. That would be really insensitive.
And some they
Yeah.
get Bud Light gets fucking canceled because of the whiskey fire of 18 fucking what did I say 75? Yeah,
I could see it.
Twitter SJW is coming after them, talking about being mad disrespectful to the victims.
Yeah, that is tough.
That's incredible.
Dang. Yeah.
What a cursed
All right.
hypothetical.
Jeez.
Well, who's up
Well, at least
next?
they went out on their own
Oh,
terms.
it's my turn to decide,
Yeah.
isn't it? Right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me get a track of the week.
Oh,
okay.
baby daddy.
Funny you say daddy, my friend.
Is that funny?
Because-
Is that funny in and of itself? Yeah.
Yes, because as we're recording, Father's Day is coming up, but as this comes out, it'll have already happened. Shout out to all the dads, but shout out to you if you have, a guardian or someone who took that place who's not a dad. That's fine. That's great too. Some people's dads aren't in their lives. That's okay. Different people can fill that role. It's a beautiful thing as well.
Very
So,
true.
I got my track of the week for fitting that theme is Father and Son by Cat Stevens, aka Yusuf, I think he changed his name to. Man, it's spitting on. I feel like you guys have probably heard this song and maybe don't know it. But he goes, how does the chorus go? Like, I am old, but I'm happy. You know that song?
Mm,
Me.
I
I'd
feel
have
like
to hear it.
maybe
No
they played
idea.
it in Guardians of the Galaxy or something. I don't know.
I could totally
That'd be
see
cool.
that
But yeah,
when
he's
they realized that dad was a killing psychopath.
Oh, if it was Guardians of the Galaxy 2, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah.
yeah, I think it might be that, but I'm not sure. No quote me
Spoilers.
on that.
If you haven't watched that 4-year-old movie,
Fuck.
Yeah, we won't go into detail, but yeah, he's spitting though. He has some good advice, some good fatherly advice for y'all out there. He says, "All the times that I've cried, keeping all the things I knew inside. It's hard, but it's harder to ignore it. If they were right, I'd agree, but it's them they know, not me." Which is pretty great. Knowledge of self, man. Like keeping stuff bottled up is not too healthy, and people's advice for you doesn't always work out for you the same way. So it's like
No,
a
but
man with experience.
that's great and all, but you be taking my tradition.
I think
I'm joking.
I know. I was gonna quote lyrics, and I'm like, dang,
No,
I'm just
dude,
quoting,
that's
but-
like that adds another facet to your tradition. I love it.
For sure. I like it too, yeah.
yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Check it out, especially if you're from our generation. You might not have caught it. I mean,
Father and Son by Cat Steven.
yeah, it's like I think it's from like the '70s, so a lot of you might not have caught it. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Alex,
Well, if
you're,
he's spitting, I'd be listening.
indeed.
Alex, you're a humorous individual. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now and make you tell me a joke for right now.
All right. I got you. But I'm going to cite my friend over on Reddit user, Poppy YS. That's his username.
Okay. I didn't say you couldn't do that, so I'll let it go this time. I'll let it go.
hmm
Dang.
But anyway, somebody was asking me to name 2 structures that hold water, and I was like, well, damn.
I love that one. Yes,
That's
dude.
good.
Okay.
Your delivery is solid too. Well done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Man.
Fantastic.
Oh man, good stuff, man. Well,
Yes,
damn. Yo, the fucking little chin nod too, shit.
yeah.
That's great. Catch the full
Classic.
experience on YouTube. We got
Jesus
video over
Christ,
there, so
yeah.
Absolutely.
Before I forget, if you're on YouTube, drop us a fucking review on Apple Podcasts, by the way. We say it all the time at the end of the episode by the time you're gone. So drop us a fucking review, damn it. I love
Yeah,
it.
that joke is worth a 5-star at least.
That is
I think
absolutely
so.
true.
I'd agree with that right there. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll read your review. If you're too shy, just give us whatever you feel is applicable to our show and our quality, but please do so. It would help us a lot.
Yeah, that engagement is super nice.
Awesome.
That's my I'll
Trev.
jump off the soapbox now.
Trev, you want to engage us and hop back on the soapbox and
Yeah, so
give us what you got going on?
I got you. So for those of you who are not in the know, Juneteenth just happened. What is this, Tuesday? So 3 days ago. It'll happen on June 19th. And if you're wondering what Juneteenth is, it is a holiday celebrated on June 19th to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. The holiday was first celebrated in Texas, where on that date in 1865, in the aftermath of the Civil War, slaves were declared free under the terms of the 1862 Emancipation Proclamation. So, with that in mind, by the way, happy Juneteenth, everybody. Hopefully you had a great time, just spending time with some family and enjoying your freedom. I wanted to quote the one-of-a-kind Harriet Tubman. And the quote goes, I had reasoned this out in my mind. There was one of two things I had a right to, liberty or death. If I could not have one, I would have the other. For no man should take me alive.
Dang.
So
Harriet Tubman was
a fucking G.
seriously like hardcore and like
A fucking G.
amazing. I mean, obviously, what do I gotta say? But that's great.
The name speaks for itself.
Yeah,
In the same way that a Malcolm X or an MLK or any other black excellence speaks for itself. But happy Juneteenth.
Yeah, it was
all
just
my
was it just
people out
maybe
there.
today it was ratified as like a official national holiday?
Yeah, I think Biden signed it, right? For
Yeah,
a federal
yeah.
holiday.
Congress was like pretty much unanimous, and then Biden signed it. So that's cool. Yeah,
That is cause for celebration.
yeah, that's great.
It's been exactly 160-ish years in the making. So
Yeah,
Good
one of those
stuff.
things that just makes sense. Yeah,
absolutely.
Did you
So
say?
happy Juneteenth.
Did you say what year Juneteenth, like the first Juneteenth was?
Yeah, 1865.
Was it 65?
That's what it signifies. Yeah, I don't know when it was actually first celebrated, but
oh,
Okay. Yeah, because I know the whole thing, which is like, a failing of the American education system that I only learned about Juneteenth on Twitter like a couple of years ago, and a failing of my own, obviously. But it was never like, it seems like something that's very important and should be taught, as opposed to just the Emancipation Proclamation, which obviously we all learn about in grade school and whatever. But
yeah,
it was.
I'm sure it'll.
It was.
I'm sure it'll get worked into the history textbooks
It
in a
ought
couple
to.
years.
I saw a screenshot of like I think like Louisiana textbook the other day, and it was rough. So I'll maybe talk about that another time if that sounds interesting to you guys, but probably not. So anyway,
yeah.
the point being that like it was like, it's something you never think about, but it makes a lot of sense that like news doesn't travel fast in 1865 necessarily. Like, you have people going up and down trade routes, but even that takes like weeks at a time, right? And so to be so far away from the border, like that's as far as the news of the Emancipation Proclamation is going to get. So it has to go like all the way from whatever border that was through the entire South all the way to them. So there are people like what I'm saying is, we get taught about it in school as like the Emancipation Proclamation freed the slaves and then slavery was over, but that's like not even close to what happened at all. And it took so long for like the fact for people to know and find out that like, the U.S. federal government had made this decision and that change was coming. Like, they were still living in those conditions for months or years or however long the news took. And then obviously it didn't get much better after that for a while. So yeah. Definitely something that should be harped on more. And
a lot of it has
happy
to do
Juneteenth.
with Yeah, well, a lot of it has to do with the fact that the Emancipation Proclamation didn't end slavery entirely. You had border states like Texas where it was still going on, and it wasn't until, because the Emancipation Proclamation was in 1863, it wasn't until January 1865 when the 13th Amendment was signed, which completely made slavery illegal. And then obviously I guess a few months that same year is when it happened. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Great
I was with
clarification.
Cameron.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I just learned about Juneteenth like recently too, just like Cameron. It's wild.
I think I learned about it last year, just in hearsay. It's just
Yeah.
one of those things that like you're kind of surprised that you haven't heard about it, but once you have heard about it, you've heard it everywhere. It's like one of those like mental biases.
Yeah, and I think it's like people just becoming more aware of like important events and like Black history and stuff that weren't talked about in schools, and just like different perspective on history that weren't taught, getting spread more and more frequently now. And I think, yeah, and now that it's a national holiday, it's like you kind of like kids will have to hear about it and maybe have a conversation about it or something. But
Right.
Yeah, that's
I'm
Yeah.
incredibly happy for everyone that is of darker skin complexion. Honestly, that's
actually
great. It's great news.
Yeah, it's actually really cool because we talk about sometimes with like the idiotic minority. That's a downside of the internet is that the idiotic minority can like have a voice and like talk about all this stuff that like makes no fucking sense, whatever. But on the other side of that same coin is like people who have been silenced and like not had a voice and of any kind can like express things and share information and like make sure that the word gets out about that kind of stuff. So love and hate social media, but it definitely has its upsides.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
If you use it properly.
Oh, for sure.
That's the thing. Like everyone having a voice has a pro and a con to it. Like
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
you'll hear more ignorance and you'll hear more intelligence. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
It's where
Yeah.
you hang out, but
Yeah, for sure.
sometimes it can be just a complete echo chamber of stupidity. Which once I realize that I'm in an echo chamber in a comment section, I just turn my phone off. I'm like, all right, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
once my brain starts hurting a little bit, I'm like, all right, I've had enough of this today. Let's go on to something else.
Yeah.
Speaking of going on to something else,
I was gonna say
no.
speaking of upsides of the internet.
Segue
Nice.
Kings, should we
Segue
say?
Kings.
One of
This is
my-
episode 10.
One of the brighter
you to say it
pieces
every
of the
time.
internet. Yeah.
That's we Segue Kings, man.
That's just our title. Yeah, you can't get rid of that. You can't take that from us.
Absolutely.
So we watched the one Miss Rocio. We watched her new vlog. She's our favorite YouTuber on the planet. Go sub to her, Rocio Silva. Go look up A Weekend in New York.
With probably put her name like Rocio in there too. That's how I found it. Yeah.
Yeah, the
that out.
algorithms won't be too kind to her, but
Yeah.
we watched it. It was like a 21-minute vlog of her editing all the footage that her and I captured on our New York trip, and I wanted to see how you guys felt about it. We watched it as a group, as a little family, and has some great moments in it. How'd you guys feel about it?
It was dope, man. I mean, I was legitimately hyped for it. I think we all probably were because the last video was dope. I love her editing style, and the captions are hilarious and all that stuff. So it's just easy to watch. 21 minutes went by like 21 seconds.
That's facts. And speaking of that, bars, because it's 21 minutes long and 21
Yeah.
seconds, so
That is a bar.
that is a hella bar. But
Yeah.
no, I feel you. When we first, like the first time I paused it, it must have been like 2 or 3 minutes in. And I'm like, oh wow, we got a lot to go. And then it was over. And I'm like, no. And I lived it. I was the one in it, and I knew it was gonna come to an end eventually, but
Yeah.
it still sucked, honestly. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, we got.
You're good.
There
You're
it
good.
is.
I just had to plug in my
back.
phone.
Gotcha. Yeah.
How'd you guys feel about it, Alex and Mr. Cameron?
Oh man, it was definitely dealing some dope to the dope dealers. It was like
Dealing some dope to the dope
it was
dealers.
just phenomenal.
Give us the plug.
Yeah. The plug.
it was just phenomenal.
Oh,
some
goodness.
standout moments for me. I mean, Nintendo World obviously
Hmm.
was dope. I don't know about a G for a Captain Falcon helmet, I mean, is it signed
If
by
not
Captain
more.
Falcon? Who knows?
if not more.
It's
It
not
may not have even been on sale, honestly.
Dang.
On sale, yeah, got a good deal, half off, but it's
On
still a
sale.
G. Like,
For sale, not
yeah,
on sale.
just walking down the street, seeing the city, it's just so there's a wholesomeness to it that I enjoyed, and then
Mhm.
you got Central Park, you're on the bikes, the humor is on point. That's a
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for me.
The humor, speaking of that, man, when we were on the fucking plane and she edited the Rona when someone
Yeah.
coughed in the background, dude, I lost it.
Had to go back and catch that again.
Yeah,
It
we
was
had
great.
to. It was a
I love
couple
the-
times.
The
Yeah.
subtitle placement is like lower right, but like still towards the middle, so like you notice it, but it's not exactly what you're looking at, and so you like it gives you that like 5-second rewind where you're like, did I just see that right?
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
so it was comedic timing to a T. Yeah, no, it was great. That's exactly how I felt about it. It's it's a delightful little. I'm not much for watching vlogs of any kind, really. Like I don't follow or subscribe to like any real vlogging channels or a lot of like just daily life IRL content, whatever that is. So, but no, I mean, like he said, 21 minutes went by fast as hell because I'm just enjoying the entire time. Great music selection, got some tracks I recognize on there. Some lovely piano for the more peaceful parts.
She nailed the music. Like, not like, also of course because she picked a couple of y'all's tracks, but just like the music in general, like it flowed very well. Like,
yeah,
congrats, dude. Like it took her a good. We got back like almost 4 weeks ago now. It took her a long time to edit that. So I think she started off with an hour and 15 minutes of footage and got it down to 21 minutes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
So,
it's a heck of a process.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, well, 4 weeks she's doing better than me. I have vlogs from 2016 of me in New York that I still have yet to edit. So
Dang, that's
True.
funny.
I would love
Yeah.
to see some Amo vlogging, huh?
16-year-old me,
That would be fire.
like, I'm with my
bro.
cousin. Hello, like, and I was doing,
Man.
Oh,
Yo, seeing
Brian.
little baby Brian. Oh my
yeah, and
God.
I was doing.
Yeah.
I was like, I
When
thought
he's,
it
like,
was the
4
coolest thing. I thought it was the coolest thing to cover the camera with my hand like this, and then
Yeah.
like when I pull it back, it would
It's
be
still the
somewhere else.
coolest
So
shit
I was
ever, though.
doing
I'm
that
not
the
gonna
whole
lie.
time.
It's still the coolest shit ever.
I was doing that because I'm like, yo, I'm totally gonna edit these together. And it's gonna be dope, and I never did. It's just on my
Dang.
Google Drive.
That's tough. That's funny though. What the heck? Yeah, but it was. I mean, it's just nice you can just catch a vibe. I think that's an important thing with like not usually watching vlogs, but if you get the music the music choice on point, what the heck, and like the nice editing, it's just smooth. It goes smoothly,
Yeah.
It's easy to watch, and then the humor just, yes, dude.
Do you guys prefer this or the Christmas vlog that she did? If you remember that Christmas vlog.
This one definitely had more content. The memes were on point with the on the Christmas one, but this one had more like variability of content, and you did a lot of cool stuff with that. So yeah,
Yeah, there were some great
especially
shots in this one.
The freaking the memes were immaculate in the Natural History Museum.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
Oh,
my
the
favorite one
slurp
was
and
the-
shit. Yeah, and
with all the
dude, yeah,
animals.
she did the. I don't even know what to call it.
The two lines at the top.
Yeah.
What was the one?
Yeah.
What was the one that was in between that I was laughing my ass off at? The one after.
Well, let's not
Slurp.
spoil every freaking thing in the
Ah,
video. Yeah,
true,
y'all
true,
go
true.
watch it
Fuck
for
it.
yourself.
True, true,
Have
true.
a good time. Watch it yourself.
You're
have
not
a
wrong.
laugh. It'll be we'll put it in the description too.
It'll be
Yeah.
the
But I
top
will say
comment.
one thing.
Top comment.
I will
Okay.
say
Yeah.
one thing, because at the end of the video, and you're back in Orlando, and you like say yay because you're sad to be home, but doesn't it feel so nice when you come home from your trip and then you're finally home? It's like
Mm. Yes.
Yeah.
you just
I-
want to be in your bed, sleeping in your bed.
I feel that feeling in every trip on the planet besides to New York, bro. I was
Yeah.
legitimately heartbroken when I got back home.
Dang.
Jeez.
Like
Yeah.
when I was so pissed. Like the entire even though we went to Madame Tussauds and we had a great day and everything, I was still pissed that entire day. I'm like, oh, this is the end. This is this is the last day. Like, granted, it was only a 3-day trip, but man, I did not want to be home.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
glad
a
to
mixed
have you.
emotion for sure. Glad to have you back for sure. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that I had a safe trip and everything, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely want to go back, and we're semi planning on going back during the winter, so you may see a part 2. But
Interesting.
Time.
Bro,
Ooh, nice.
New York in the wintertime, if y'all don't go skating at least either Central Park or Rockefeller Center, you're fucking tripping.
You have to
I
go to Rockefeller Center.
suck ass at ice skating. but I
Rockefeller
can certainly
Center,
try.
Rockefeller Center in the winter is probably one of the most romantic places in this
Yeah.
hemisphere.
Dang. Okay.
Well, the last time I went ice skating, I fell and then someone else ran over my pinky. So
Oh,
Ooh,
fuck.
no sir.
Dang. Oh my
All right, we're gonna skip over that topic.
just gonna
Jesus
skate on by,
Christ.
man.
Oh, boom, psh, Jesus.
Oh, we're all over the
Before
goddamn place.
we
today.
move on, congratulations, baby. Seriously, I'm really proud of you. And that final product looked absolutely amazing. So I'm glad that you did it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Agreed.
All right. Indeed,
All right.
indeed.
We,
On
do
all
we want to move on
counts.
to? Do you want to move on to some E3 stuff, huh?
Yeah.
I
Some
don't
big
like
E3
video
stuff
games.
happening?
Dang.
You don't like video games.
I don't like video games at all.
I don't blame
video
you.
game.
Except for this one game called Battlefield 2042.
Ooh,
Let's see.
we got a nice little spike. This is the most hyped that I think I've been for Battlefield. I know, Cameron, you said this is like the first time you've been hyped, period, for a Battlefield. So
Yeah, because it was, I've enjoyed Battlefield games before, but they were always like secondary to me to Call of Duty because all my friends played COD. But then when
It was.
COD got freaking boring as COD does, just switch over to Battlefield for a while, entertain yourself like that. But yeah, so I've never bought a Battlefield on release, but this one will be.
Battlefield was always the like, all right, it's June. I'm tired of the new
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Let's go play another shooter that I'm not bored of yet.
The summer map pack
Dang.
is fucking trash. We're gonna just go
Yeah,
play Battlefield.
right.
Like
Right.
they want me to pay $15 for another heap of nothing. I'm gonna go play.
They nerfed my
fucking
favorite gun.
Battlefield 4.
We're gonna go play Operation Metro
Op
24/7.
24/7. Yeah.
Dang. That's funny.
That
David, you
conquest.
said what happened, Alex?
I was just gonna say that 2042. It looks dope. I'm not like super ecstatic. I'm hype. I'm gonna get it, and to play with the boys. But
Mhm.
but I don't know. I'm not like giddy over it. I don't know.
Is it because it's a shooter, or
I don't know. I mean, I like Battlefield games a lot. I played a lot of 3. I played a lot of 4.
3 and
What?
4 are like
Uh,
the pinnacle of Battlefield for
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I have to see more. But I mean, it looks fresh. It looks fresh. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel the hype for Battlefield games yet. But we'll see.
I'm most excited for, well, one, because it's a modern setting basically, and 2, because 64 v 64, bro.
Mhm.
That sounds
True.
incredible.
That's interesting. Yeah, that
Gonna have
sounds
your
dope.
PS5 taken off for the moon.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be. You're
Seriously.
gonna be able to hear that shit through the walls. Like,
The funny thing is, this thing runs like a Tesla. There's no
Is it
sound at
quiet?
all when
Yeah.
it runs. It's the quietest thing on the planet, bro.
that's
That's
cool.
dope.
Yeah, no, I know people that used to make mad memes about the PS4 turning
The
on.
PS4,
at
it's
2
like
a.m.
jet engine.
It's a
Yeah,
jet engine.
it's awful. Dude, when I
Wow.
first booted up God of War, oh my god, it was like,
You're not even coming through,
dude.
Yeah.
nutty.
That's nuts. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
curious to see how this goes because I played did you guys ever try Planetside 2 or anything like that? That's like
No.
Mm-mm.
What's
I
Planet
wanna
Side 2?
it's a first person shooter. I want to say it's like oh frick, I'm going to get this wrong. It's like maybe thousands of or hundreds of players like on a map at a time. It's like
Jesus.
absolutely nuts. So basically it's like you have to have like a bunch of friends and like a squad to make any kind of impact on it. And it's
Yeah,
so
wow.
it goes like that. And obviously this isn't the same thing, but I don't know if I'm gonna get just lost in the freaking just craziness and just feel like I'm not even doing anything.
Mhm.
That can happen. I'm sure they'll have like lower count modes too though. So
They will. They always do.
Yeah.
it's nice to have
Oh,
that.
yeah.
They always have TDM, which is like much smaller, and
No,
they'll have the grandiose maps that are like super like built for conquest, and then they'll have truncated versions of those maps
Yeah.
for like TDM and stuff. So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
normally
That's-
do pretty well with it.
That's the formula.
Yeah.
But normally the Battlefield squads are 5. So with 64v64, I'm thinking they're gonna go with 8-man squads, which is gonna be pretty
That would
interesting.
make sense. Yeah. That would make a lot of sense because then you can have a fuckload of people spawn on top of an objective.
That's what I'm saying. That
That'll
and
be
you can just
nuts.
have more people to spawn on in general because like most of the time if you get put on a bad squad that isn't doing exactly what David said where like they're not making an impact on the game, they're just getting trapped on one
Yeah.
part of the map
Yeah.
and you constantly spawn on them and you're getting wrecked.
Mhm.
So like if your team has no flags, it's like, okay, well I just have to spawn on these trash cans for no reason, but hopefully more people in the squad will allow you to move a little more efficiently.
Yeah.
That's probably the most plausible thing, 8-man, just because it's the most.
It's
equally
divisible by
dividable
64,
into a whole number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm not super giddy about the game itself. I've been, I don't know, maybe I'm just jaded, but it's been difficult to like get like you'd watch E3 and I was hyped for Anthem for 3 years like that level of giddy about like this looks so cool, I can't wait to play this game when it comes out in 2-3 years, whatever. I don't think I've had that in a little while. But
Yeah.
I feel that.
I am still excited because it looks like a good game. I just want a game that feels good, that the guns don't feel like whatever. Battlefield has always done that, so I can't. That's what I'm excited for is like seeing what they do on the new engine, and I wonder if the guns will feel sick with the haptic feedback and all that on the PS5.
Oh
controller.
yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
You'll have to report
Yeah.
on that when we finally get it.
Hopefully you'll have one by then. But
Hopefully I'll have one by then. That's my aim. I think is for the fall and winter releases. I want to try to have a new gen console by then. I think.
Nice.
So we'll see. We'll see how that all that plays out. But yeah, no, I mean, it just looks like it's gonna be a good, solid game. It doesn't need to blow my socks off. It just needs to be like consistently replayable, and we can just hang out on there, and that'll be fun.
that's the
Right.
thing, because we haven't had a multiplayer game where we like besides like Civ and like PC games, like console games, we haven't had that banger multiplayer game like in quite a while. Like for
Yeah.
us at least,
Cold-
we haven't had a game that we can congregate on for a while.
Yeah.
And Cold War was it for like 3 weeks and it wasn't it, man. Just
Well, for all of us, since Overwatch, you could say.
yeah, Overwatch was the last like big hurrah for sure.
Yeah.
It's
But
kinda
But I mean,
sad to
I
think
will
of.
say, guys,
Yeah.
for the most part, man, I'm kind of feeling like E3 did me a favor and did me no favors because there's a lot that I'm kind of like I wasn't really feeling. Like I watched the Nintendo Direct and it was like nothing.
it was
stood out to
fine.
me. I mean,
The only
nothing's
the only
really-
takeaways for that was like the new Metroid and the Zelda
Yeah.
game for me.
Oh,
yeah,
they
I
showed
mean,
me.
Tekken is in Smash, which is
It was like it's like a 2D like old
It's not
Metroid,
Metroid
style
4.
game. It's not the Metroid Prime game that we're looking
Gotcha.
for.
Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of games that I'm looking forward to coming out that I knew that it's probably still far away for them to even talk about in E3. Some of them, like I was kind of hoping we'd see Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't have anything with it.
Did they really not?
Yeah.
Oh,
They didn't
wow.
have anything, from my knowledge.
Who's like developing and publishing that again?
I can't remember. It's a
Yeah.
new. I think it's a new studio though.
Oh dang.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to say it's a new studio built like. I don't know.
Avalanche Software.
Never heard of them.
I don't know if I've
Elden
heard of
Ring
them.
finally got its shine.
Right. Yeah, I'm excited about that. It was a good takeaway for me. I mean, I jumped into the From Software games at Sekiro. I think I'll probably be. I mean, if this is good, I'll probably be checking them out from this point on because I love Sekiro and it's cool that George R. R. Martin's involved. I loved Game of Thrones for a while. So, I think it'll be an interesting world, and it's usually agreed that like their main games are really mechanically solid and stuff anyway. So
Yeah.
that combination can be really strong.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want about like the plot of Game of Thrones, but the man can build a world. Like
Mhm.
they get like just exquisite, detailed world building. So yeah, him being
Yeah.
involved in a video game with that kind of environment is actually really exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
We shall see. I'm honestly not that excited about the fact that it's coming on past gen consoles as well. I think
Yeah.
I think these newer games should not be coming out because it's like you're limiting the power that the game could have by having to port it on the old games and still giving the same experience whether you're playing it on an old or new. So I don't really know how I feel
agree.
about it. It's like you're kind of giving no incentive to buying the new consoles anyway, apart
I
from a
feel it.
couple exclusives. But
Is
this
with-
whole like 2-3
yeah.
year cycle after the new consoles come out, you're still getting it on the old. It's bullshit to me, honestly.
are they doing that with Battlefield
Yeah.
as well? Or?
Unfortunately,
I don't know.
Unfortunately, they just missed too much of their market. I'm sure they have dudes crunching the stats and numbers, and they decide
No, they do.
that it's better to release it in terms
Yeah,
of
of course.
net positives.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Because
So-
like, I mean,
yeah.
I think only like 10 million people have their hands on a PS5, and there's like over 100 million people that have a PS4. So
Yeah.
it'd be stupid not to release it on it. But into
Yeah.
like
Well,
from a gamer's point of view, it's like
Mhm.
it's kind
Yeah,
of
someone who
shitty.
has the next gen console.
It's kind of
yeah.
shitty.
I think it's even more so we're seeing
Yeah.
in this generation because of how hard it was to get these
Yeah.
consoles at
And
first.
how hard it still is, and
Yeah.
how hard it's still going to be for another year at least, because that part shortage is not slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, dang. That's crazy.
Brutal.
Yeah. I think
Big brutal.
that's probably like a shortage of, not a shortage. People were talking about how, there might be less games announced and stuff just because of like offices affected by COVID, obviously, and stuff
Yep.
like that. And so,
Excuse me. There's a lot of delays happening. Like the
yeah.
God of War sequel got, and granted, that was the developer choosing to delay it. It wasn't like this publishing studio doing it. So I think they was like, they wanted to include everything they possibly could, so they wanted to delay it. But we're definitely going to hear a lot of these games that we're seeing in E3 that are going to come out this year, or going to come out early next year, or whatever. I don't think Elden Ring is going to come out in January. I don't think that Starfield game is going to come out next year. I don't think half of these are going to have that solid release date that they're already saying.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of Starfield, I mean, with Bethesda, I pretty much knew that we weren't going to see any Elder Scrolls 6. We did see Starfield. I pretty much go limp anytime I see a cinematic scene nowadays.
Especially
Honestly.
considering it was like it was a realism like trailer. It wasn't
I
like
go
it
limp.
didn't
No,
have
yeah.
that fantasy aspect to it. It almost felt like a budget movie trailer, honestly. Like
It was
fucking
like-
Martian or something, where
You
I was
should've-
expecting
yeah.
Matt Damon to come out of nowhere or something.
It's like, you should have given me nothing. This trailer was less than nothing. So it's freaking, like, it was like, wow, okay. Like,
This album was less than nothing.
yeah, it was just zero hype, but I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I guess
A
the
lot of
concept art
people are
looks cool,
fucking
right?
dude. A lot of people are really pumped for that game, and I don't understand why. I mean, it has the Bethesda name on it, but what the fuck do you know about this, like the game at all?
And I feel like, I mean, yeah, it's like, okay, Bethesda game in space. It's like, you could just say that the concept and that would be the same as seeing that trailer. But I wonder how much Bethesda's name, like if it still carries, probably not quite the same as it did back when like Skyrim and stuff was new. Not that they're like seen as a bad developer or anything now, but there's all the stuff from Fallout 76 and like
76. Yeah,
people
yuck.
didn't even like, there's a lot of stuff people didn't like about Fallout 4 when it came out. People thought it kind of dumbed it down. So I don't know I wonder if their name gets people as hyped anymore. I'm not sure.
I mean,
I think certain titles like Elder Scrolls 6, I feel like still has just a lot of hype over it just because it's an Elder Scrolls game. In that
For sure,
series.
yeah.
and they still
yeah.
have Doom under their belt as well, so they pump out some good titles. I know that they didn't develop the game;
Yeah.
they're just a publishing studio, but still.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested in whatever though. I'm not. I'm not getting super hyped over anything yet, but
The only games I'm really excited for is Battlefield and Dying Light 2. Like those are the two that I'm like really pinpointed on. Like I can't wait to play
yeah.
Dying Light 2. But the
forgot
rest,
about that.
like even what's up?
I was gonna say Far Cry 5 looks cool.
6.
6.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Like me.
all the same shit. But
I'll
No,
definitely.
I'm kind of excited for Far Cry 6. Honestly,
I love
we'll see
me
how
a
it
good
goes.
Far Cry game, so I'll buy it no matter what, basically. Because I have
I don't
faith
think I've
in
ever played one.
I have faith in Ubisoft. Ubisoft has the formula of like open world weapon wheel, like all this stuff, and I think it works.
The
I think it
formula.
works. I think it works best with Far Cry, honestly.
It works
Yeah.
best with Far Cry, but I don't have any faith in Ubisoft, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
do.
feel
I
you.
like a lot of their
I,
games.
I think they
so.
make the most generic open world games on the planet. But
Yeah,
just-
they apply a template for
Yeah.
sure. I think
Yeah, that sucks.
Y-
Cause I have such
Yeah.
a good like I have good memories from like the early Assassin's Creed games where it's
oh
like
yeah, me
those are
too.
solid, you know?
yeah, but when
Yeah.
you go back to them, they're dog shit.
Nah,
I have
nah.
a-
Assassin's Creed 1, I get you because it for its time, but like they put out like in the era of like Far Cry 3 and like I don't know Assassin's Creed 2 and stuff before that. Like they were known for like putting out because they didn't pump out a game every year like in the I guess in Assassin's Creed they were doing
They
that for a
definitely
while.
did for Assassin's Creed.
And
Yeah.
once they started doing that, it was like they started going downhill more and everything. But
Mhm.
they weren't. I don't think they were as hated on back then.
No, they weren't hated on because it was still new. The formula was still new. It was just like Call of Duty.
Yeah, but like they were,
Like Call of Duty wasn't starting to get hate until like Ghosts,
and they're
that
still
was like 5 years
establishing.
in.
They're still establishing the formula. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I mean,
that's
the-
that's the reason why Far Cry 3 is so like beloved.
And
It's a fine game. It's like
well,
honestly,
yeah.
it's a kind of mid game, but
Yeah, it's. I think
You
it's
know
also Voss. Like,
the definition
everyone loves.
of insanity.
Right, everyone got so hyped over that. That's
he
what
was
I was
a good
gonna.
villain, dude.
great
That's-
villain. But the game is mid.
And then they started like they always hype up their villains, right? Like that's what they do with Far Cry
That's
now.
their that's their pinnacle. That's their selling
So-
point.
Right, and so I got Far Cry 4 as like no spoilers, but mad disappointment because
Yep.
like they need to not do what they did with Far Cry 4 because Pagan Min was in that game for like 3 scenes. Like
If that,
it's
you literally
yeah.
could beat the game by sitting at the table. Like
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember that, but that whole like I think that's an achievement where like
Yeah,
at the
that-
very beginning of the game, not to spoil too much, but like you can just sit at the table and basically beat the game.
Yeah, in like 10 minutes or whatever it was.
Yeah. But like the most that you interface with him in the game is him talking over the radio to his goons, and you're just listening in on a Jeep radio. It's like, yeah, you
Yeah.
build up this character, and he looks fucking great, and he has like insane motivations, but it doesn't matter at the end of the day if you can't see him and he's not interacting with the guy that you're playing. Like
He's not a real presence or threat at all. Like
no.
they have one scene that's like, "Oh, this guy's crazy," and then like, okay, and then
That
it's
you
just
never see him again until the end of the game. It's like, all right, cool. Like the fuck?
yeah. I guess
Why
he's
is he
doing
in the
his-
game?
his own thing. Yeah, so I guess they have Giancarlo Esposito. So
Yep.
if they underutilize this man, they're just
Yeah,
wasting. And
I don't
That
see
would
how they
be-
do it, bro. Because it's like they're capturing him like it's him. It's literally him. Like it's not like a recreation of him. It's him. There's no
Yeah.
way that they underutilize him. Like right, like that's the expectation, right? But
right, we shall definitely see. I would be just like, bruh.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know.
David, I think you were the one that I agreed with the Far Cry problem, where it's always on like an island with jungles, and there's no like city or anything. They actually have a metropolis in this game.
Yeah, I can't remember if I said that, but
It's
That
one of
makes
y'all, but
yeah, I mean that's a
think-
cool
I think
change up for sure.
I brought it up as it's cool that I think there's actually going to be like a cityscape. in
yeah,
this
no,
game.
there's a city in this.
I think that's how we started that conversation. I was like, because yeah, we talked about that where it was just it's just hills and mountains and barren landscapes and
valleys and rivers and
whatever.
ocean. Yeah.
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 And so, yeah, you never get to be around civilization. It never feels, I mean, I guess that's like kind of the point of the, like, especially starting from Far Cry 3. I haven't played 1 and 2. But the idea is, you're stuck on an island. Like, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to turn. It's just you and all these fuckers. But I want to see, it's going to be interesting to see what they do when it's in a city, when there's like a lot of stuff around you and a lot of people, but you're still stuck in some sort of unwinnable situation or whatever.
It's still mostly like a jungle-esque, like it's like 70%
Yeah.
jungle, 30% city, I want to say. So it's still mostly a jungle, you're on your own kind of island vibe, but I
hope-
like the fact that there is a city.
Yeah, I hope it lets them add more like distinction and like interesting stuff to find. I feel like in Far Cry 4 it was there was a few cool locations and that was about like it. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I still enjoy the good old climbing the tower to reveal the map shit though, I'm not gonna lie. I never got old of that. That's the one mechanic that was like, all right, that's fine.
They do that
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
fun.
in their games.
They do it every game, yeah.
Yeah.
Including other open world games, they do it. It's just how it goes.
Yeah. Dang.
I am
Yeah.
But-
very interested to see what they do with this game because and how much they base it in history and stuff like that because the idea I believe is he's supposed to be a South or Central American dictator of some kind, right? And there have been many a military or otherwise like coup d'etat like to overthrow the sole leader of a government, specifically in like Chile and Argentina, and those scenes played out like movies. Like you could make blockbusters out of how ridiculously like complex and incredible the scene was. Incredible as like a neutral word, not saying it's positive or negative, but like unbelievable basically the way the story plays out. So yeah, those stories exist. So to see them build up one of their own is going to be very interesting for me.
Yeah,
We'll
true.
definitely see, man. We'll definitely see if it. Don't pre-order the game, please.
No.
Don't fucking pre-order, bro.
No,
This
I'm
is
done
your
with pre-order.
warning.
Unless it has a
pre-ordering.
plain steelbook.
That's exactly the point, my G. Yes, if you need the exclusive edition, whatever the fuck that may be, or if there's like a steelbook or whatever have you, like an actual good pre-order bonus. If it's just the game and you're pre-ordering it, you're down bad and you need help. You're giving them money 6 months in advance and telling them that what they're showing you is worth $60 and that they don't need to update it at all. You're telling them that. Just stop fucking pre-ordering, please. That's your one and only warning from the Unboxing Light
excuse me.
podcast.
You're actually giving them $5.
Dude, a lot of these people be paying full price, bro. Especially if they're paying. Dude, if you're pre-ordering digital, I swear to God, stop. Just stop. You can literally buy it any fucking time, bro. You can buy it at 11:58. You still have it. Stop pre-ordering. That's all right. I'm done.
I will say
Goodness.
one game that did that I'm surprised at myself for being like, that kind of looks cool. Super Mario Golf, brothers.
Huh.
I thought you were gonna say the Mario Party one because I'm excited for that one. I'm not gonna lie.
That one do, but the golf one actually kind of looked.
The golf looks
like
pretty dope.
It looks like it's a lot of fun with other people.
Dang. I don't think I saw
Because
that
like
one.
there's like a game mode where you all playing golf at the same time and you just like hit the ball and then you have to race to the other to your ball and just whoever. It's like a race and it doesn't stop.
That's the
until
best
you
way to
make it
play
in.
golf.
Where
Yeah.
the fuck is the remake of Mario Strikers Charge though? The soccer game. Cause that shit hit different, bro.
Dang.
The one on the Wii,
That's an
Oh
obscure
my
Nintendo
God.
game that I actually know about.
dude,
that I've
that
actually
was
played.
such a great fucking intense replayable game, bro.
Wow. Never played
It's a
it.
soccer
If you
one,
got
right?
a Wii, if you still got it's
Yeah.
called Mario Strikers Charged. If you still got a Wii, the box art is Mario just kicking the shit out of an iron ball, but it's cool as shit.
Dang.
And then Mario Party is coming
Mario
out
Party,
there.
yeah, it's like a remix. There's like 5 old boards from various classic games, and I think they said over 100 like old mini games. So we'll see how that plays out. But it's got
Interesting.
online multiplayer, so that'll be cool to stream.
That could be a fun game for us to
I
know,
agree.
actually like get some drink on and just
I agree.
Damn. Am I gonna have to buy a PS5 and a Switch?
That's fine,
Oh,
bro.
I forget. Yeah. Well,
Dang.
I'll
But
give you my other
that comes out in
Joy-Con.
October, so that's
Yeah.
right around the corner.
And then they also
Wow.
showed off Nintendo an Advanced Wars remake, which is kind of cool because Advanced Wars hasn't come out since 2001 on the Game Boy. So they're making like a new game out of that. Which
And I thought that was a meme because like I saw a
Really
bunch
thought
of
it
people
was-
popping the fuck off on Twitter about it, and I was like,
Uh.
fuck is this? Like, what is this? It looked like an indie title.
Dang.
I can see that. It's made by Intelligent Systems, the same people that made Fire Emblem, and it's pretty much like the same style, strategy based with tanks and armies and stuff. So
It's not World of Tanks, right?
no, absolutely not.
All the tanks.
I think did we talk about the Zelda sequel?
Not really. No, it was just a tiny bit.
It looked like more Breath of the Wild, which is ironic to say because it is a Breath of the Wild sequel, but it looked damn near like an expansion.
Looks like they're going to the air and then doing something with that, I guess. But I don't know.
Nice little ability where he like teleported through the bridge that he was on. He was grappling, which is pretty cool. But
yeah, I hope they expand on those abilities more because I feel like they didn't do a ton of that in Breath of the Wild 1. But it seemed like they might.
Still haven't played it.
Yeah.
I got through about half of it myself. When I was really sitting down and playing it, I was enjoying it though. I really like the art style of it, and when you're playing it, it's kind of just it's a chill game to just throw on, and you have puzzles and stuff that sometimes you have to use your brain meats, but it's a dope game with a nice feeling environment to just chill to.
Weird thing, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is like the first Zelda title where they like duplicated the art style and then they didn't recreate a new art style.
Yeah, I think with the 3DS remakes.
There's I guess Majora's Mask after Ocarina of Time was like they had to
sort of similar.
Yeah, I think they were like they were put on a really tight schedule, so they had to basically reskin the same world, but it was like basically the same graphics. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does look like a very similar, like the same art style. So
it looks like damn near 1-to-1, and I've never played it, so I can't really speak from too much accuracy. But
which I don't really mind because
I don't either. It's just like an observation, honestly.
Yeah.
It's more of an observation for me. But
it's the look is nice. So we'll see. I'm interested to see what the title is, and maybe that'll give us a clue of what it's going to be like.
As to what's going on, yeah.
Yeah, just Breath of the Wild Revelations, freaking.
I hope it's not Breath of the Wild in the title, though. Honestly, right. I hope they have their own identity.
Yeah,
I don't really care about the name. They can name Zelda My Ass, and I would still not.
That's fair. That's also fair.
I definitely care about the title.
God dang. Is that all the E3 titles you guys wanted to talk about?
Yo, have you beat my ass yet?
Have you beat my ass yet? David.
Oh my god. If we were still cutting up intros,
David.
I would have been in it 7 times.
This is just gonna be the friggin' promotional clip.
Yeah, that better make it an intro. Nah, probably not.
Dang.
The one last game that I wanted to mention was Halo Infinite.
Oh right.
I'm like I'm torn. The trailer was kind of mid, honestly. Like the multiplayer trailer was a little mid.
I don't know. I can't expect anything groundbreaking from Halo at this point. I kind of want them just to do what they did best, and then we can like cycle back to it every few weeks or whatever.
I feel that.
Yeah.
With the free to play multiplayer, they've given me no reason not to have it on the console. So it's like,
but like you're paying 60 bones for a campaign now, like.
They did say it was what do they say, an epic campaign? So,
dude, like, okay, so let me put that into perspective though, because like every time like a developer will say like, "Yo, this is our biggest, most like livable world with like the most explorable parts," like, fam, you're building all this space for me to go once during a mission and never go back because there's no collectibles, there's no reason to go back, there's no side missions. It's just gonna be empty space, and that's what I feel. Like Halo is gonna be like they just show this ever expanding world on Halo, and it's like this looks boring as shit. It looks like every other Halo I've seen.
I was gonna say they say the most expansive world we've done yet, but it's just like a standard size Halo campaign. But there's 200 collectibles you need to get an achievement that you need for platinum.
Right.
Kill me.
Dude, it's like
I
don't know. The second I hear the most expansive thing in the world, I turn my ears off. I'm like, that worked in 2004. You know, it doesn't work in 2021, bro. You got to give me a reason to play like that world.
When they revealed the Skyrim map, or like when they revealed
Yeah,
the GTA map.
that was 10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that worked.
Oh, this
yeah.
expands 6
And then-
cities. It's like
Yeah.
cool.
And
Yeah.
everyone's like, our biggest freaking map yet. Like, okay. You get, yeah.
Yeah.
Scale
I will
doesn't do it
say-
for me, dude. I'll take
No.
quality over quantity any day of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
the multiplayer trailer definitely was kind of mid, but I was telling Trevor while he was streaming that watching it kind of like reminded me of like having a blast on Halo multiplayer back in the day, and then I'm just
Oh, yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
I'm simply hyped to be able to have those moments again in with a fresh coat of paint. I would say.
I'm hyped too.
Yeah.
I think Halo deserves the Halo fan base deserves like a solid multiplayer title, because I know I adored Halo 4, but a lot of people hated it, because it was like Call of Duty-esque, and Halo 5 was a little bare bones in terms of its features, but I really hope they kind of hit it out of the park with Halo 6. So I'm just keeping my fingers
And with
crossed.
a
I
title
think
like
that
Infinite,
we deserve it.
they got to.
I feel like we deserve a good game, so we'll see.
You
Yeah.
I'm definitely getting an Xbox for it.
Alex,
Dang.
that thought you had about going back and remembering playing the hell out of Halo, it made me had a thought that that 2013 Cameron would beat the fuck out of 2021 Cameron in Halo Reach. I would beat the brakes off myself right now.
So
Oh, yeah.
true.
I would just get I would get absolutely
Yeah.
worked by how how good I used to be at that game.
Yeah. I got for sure. I'm gonna be trash when I get back into it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fine.
For
We
the
all
long-
are. We're all pretty
for
much
the
boomers.
longest time.
Yeah.
For the longest time, me and Brian, that was the only game we ever played like on Xbox Live was Halo 3 and then Halo Reach. And
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Me too.
and we would have so much fun. He would always be the driver and I would always be on the gun. And we would just drive around and murk kids, man, around the
I can
entire
totally
map.
see. I can totally see Brian like screaming at you, like,
I didn't fucking kill that guy. Why did you fucking kill him, Alex? Fuck.
Well, there was a reason he wouldn't let me
Jesus.
drive. He had to be the driver, so
"Oh, you trash."
Yeah.
I don't know, but I got pretty good at shooting, so it worked out.
Nice.
That's fair.
That's good. Yeah.
He was a pro
Yeah.
at the Halo driving, so
For sure.
Halo was
I'm
fucking
excited. I'm excited for
fun.
a nice traditional competitive shooter like that. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
That's all I had for E3 though.
So, would
Yeah.
you be more excited for any game that's already been announced, or for a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019? Trevor, specifically, but you guys can also answer. But I don't think you played MW 2019 much at all.
You gotta give
Right.
me.
I thought this was a
more-
satirical joke.
No. It's a 2-part question. So
So I'm gonna ask you: are the maps still shit?
assume they're like.
Are they like Modern Warfare 2 level?
Mid high tier, not like incredible, but like better than what we have.
Solid.
And they got rid of the maps that are 200 meters long and you spawn 120 meters away from the objective. They got rid of those.
Are we still dying in like half a second?
I don't know, whatever TTK you want to slap on that. It's probably going to
Okay.
be the same. They'll probably up it a little bit.
I think I'll probably throw it up as I'm just as hyped for that as I am Battlefield.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then that
You got to sweeten the deal a little bit.
you guys care about that at all, David or Alex?
I never played it, so
Never.
Mm.
Yeah.
That
But
engine,
I will say, I will ask
that
you
engine
guys,
alone is enough to play it for at least
Yeah.
a day. But after
Yeah.
that, you can throw it away.
I will ask you guys what's something that's like besides what we've really talked about,
Well,
like
Before
whether it's coming out in the future. What?
real good, let's jump to that next. But I wanted to finish my second part, which is
Oh,
that
my bad. Yeah.
how excited would you be for it? And David, this might include you as well, and maybe Alex, if it was a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019 with a full campaign, they bring Warzone along, whatever, and then a good multiplayer, and they also just bring Modern Warfare 2 back the way it was, but with just updated graphics.
I would prefer that over the new game. Like, I'm living in the past every day of the week, honestly. The way they did that with Infinite Warfare, I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 Remastered over the new COD any day of the week.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
like, if they remade Modern Warfare 2 with the engine of Modern Warfare 2019,
I was gonna say, what would you
Yeah.
prefer? Like the nostalgic feel of that engine, or the Modern Warfare?
no,
2019
I'm
engine?
taking the new engine all day.
Okay.
That new engine
I
is
agree.
it's the best shooter engine on the market by far.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could kind of miss me with the update of Modern Warfare 2. I feel like
Really?
I played that game as much as like for a lifetime. I don't know. I'd be like,
True.
you know what?
That's a fair take.
No, I totally feel that. I'm just fiending for the old days of COD where I would like, and it's never gonna happen. You know, I've grown up.
Mhm.
I'm not a COD junkie anymore, but I really miss those days where I would get off the bus and it would be a clear blue sky, and I would open my window and I'd play fucking COD for 6 hours after high school and just do it
Yeah,
all over again every day.
for
And
sure.
Modern Warfare 2 was my first COD, so it's like those maps, those guns, the way the game felt, the kill streaks, the announcers, everything was perfect about that game. So if I could relive that even a little bit, I'm down.
Yeah,
True.
I
But
get
that's
you.
it. That's it. That's the only game I would really want to be remastered.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But anyways,
Alex,
I would
You were
say I want to
saying,
hear everybody's most anticipated franchise right now,
Franchise. Oh.
or I guess any.
Yeah.
long term, very long term,
Mhm.
as in not this year.
Mhm.
I think I'm
Anytime.
definitely more. Yeah, I'm definitely the game I'm most excited to play next is Grand Theft Auto 6.
Mm.
Because I believe in my heart of
Yeah.
hearts that they've been working on that for a long fucking time now, and that they've been doing all this stuff because Rockstar is a big enough company that they can do that and still milk the fuck out of GTA 5, which they will continue to do for a while, but
Until the end of time.
until the end
we're
of time.
not getting that new game till at least 2025.
Yeah, that's fine. I've resigned to that, but it's
It's going to be a
still-
12-year wait.
Oh, yeah.
Like we're not going to see that game. We're not going to see trailers for that game for another 2 years. I can almost bet my life on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GTA Online makes so much money.
Yeah.
It is the single highest grossing game of all time. Just on sales, not even just shark cards, just fucking sales.
Honestly,
You're
if
talking about a game
I
that
can-
spanned.
It made $1 billion in like a year, right? Like,
I-
what are we talking about? We're never seeing GTA 6.
I can see them, like having a trailer ready right now, literally, and they're just waiting and waiting and waiting for GTA 5
For the,
to die
the
down
fucking
again.
revenue to go down a
To
little bit.
dip, and then you
Oh, we
release
got a
the
spike! Oh,
and then you release the
don't
GTA.
stop!
Yep, you release the GTA 6 trailer, and then GTA 5 numbers shoot through the roof again. And then they,
Which
and
is
then they wait
exactly
another
what's going to
2
happen,
years.
by the way, because then the hype is just huge, and then they're
Yeah.
going to have some free updates to it. And it's going to get they're sitting on a literal gold mine. So.
Yeah, it's a bit too freelo, but
Yeah.
they worked for it. They put out the content.
No, they did.
Yeah. I mean, here's a crazy thing. It didn't make $1 billion in a year. It made it in the first 3 days.
Are you shitting me?
I think I remember the headlines. It was like the fastest selling entertainment product of all time when it came
Yeah.
Oh
out.
my god. Yeah, dude. I mean,
Dude, I think the
all
only
of-
thing.
Yeah.
The only thing that's gonna be able to outsell that is is
Grand
GTA
Theft Auto.
6. Like,
Yeah, I know. That's probably I might have to second you on that because just whenever a Rockstar game comes out, it's just such an event. And
Yep.
I mean, I've literally only played 2. I mean, I've played 3, so I guess that's a decent amount. But they're always like
GTA games or Rockstar games?
Rockstar games, so it's like, and each one of
Wow,
them was
you didn't play GTA 4?
maybe at like a friend's house, but like a little bit. That's about it. But it's they always are pushing like the next. I don't know. It's just like where gaming technology is at that point. They're just
Oh, yeah.
massive, and the budget is just ridiculous. And
They're front runners.
yeah, of course, yeah.
I watched Achievement Hunter play party games on GTA 4 far more than I ever
Facts.
played the
Yeah,
game myself.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
think I
GTA
got
4
it.
was the shit, man.
I think I got GTA 4
Yeah.
on sale like 2 weeks before GTA 5 came out because it was like $10 or something, and so I played like half the game, and then GTA 5 came out, and I never touched it again.
Yeah.
So,
I still remember fucking reading. This is when I still had Game Informer. Like I just got.
oh my god,
excuse me,
dude, Game Informer.
my parents came into my room like right before GTA came out. And they're like, "Ayo, by the way, we're taking you to see Avenged Sevenfold for your birthday." Yeah.
Damn.
And then like 2 weeks later, GTA Online launches. Like because the game came out, and then 2 weeks later, GTA Online came out, and then I remember just being so hyped, and everyone was talking about it. It was like, yo,
Yeah.
when is this shit gonna happen? Like, oh, we're gonna get gangs, you know, we're gonna fucking have our own fucking apartment and shit like that,
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna have our own empire. It's like, it was the most groundbreaking shit ever when it first came out. It's like, and like, you
Yeah.
think about the game now where it's like it ever expands, and you know, there's just way too much shit now. But before, it was literally, yo, let's just go down the street and fucking shoot this guy, and then we'll sell his car for $500, and then get this shitty apartment for $6,000. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For real.
man. And then
That game
fucking
has
robbing the
evolved.
liquor stores and shit for $2,000.
Not
yo,
even
yo, the
sometimes.
cops are coming. Let's go. Like,
I know. Yeah.
So is that
it's-
your most anticipated game, Trevor?
I would really love a GTA game, but it's not coming out, so I'm not excited for it at all. I think I'm most excited for fuck, man.
I mean, while you think about it, my runner-up is definitely
Yeah.
the Harry Potter game.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Harry Potter one.
Yeah.
Dead Space 4, that's never coming because EA like canceled it and shut down Visceral.
Oof.
Maybe they just repurposed Visceral, but yeah, that was fricked.
Dang.
I wouldn't
I
mind a
was
new
gonna-
Mario Kart. I think that if that got announced, I think I'd lose my shit. But
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Well,
that'd probably be the
I'm
one.
gonna go ahead and say Dragon Age 4. It was announced like a year ago, and it was literally just Dragon Age 4, and
Yeah.
it's still a while off. But
Dang.
It
I'm
got the
looking forward to
Ragnarok
it.
treatment with the
I
new
bet-
God of War.
well, I'll tell you what, it better not get the Andromeda treatment. BioWare better bring their A game.
Yeah. What have they put out other than Andromeda? Like anything past like
BioWare?
years?
Sure.
Oh.
Wasn't that Anthem?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
was
fuck
it?
BioWare.
Yeah.
Anthem was the last one.
EA.
No, yeah, you got fucked, bro. Sorry.
I have
Well, the last
absolutely
BioWare game was Inquisition Dragon Age, so but
I have,
fam.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no fucking clue how you ship a game that's based in like the world exploration, and every single time you enter a new area, there's a 2-minute loading screen. I don't know how you ship that game, Anthem. You laid me
Yeah.
down. I
Especially
wanted to love you
considering-
so much. I wanted to love you
Especially
so
considering
much.
the title that we were just talking about, GTA 5, had an expansive LA with a second county that was basically the same size as Anthem 6 years before it came out in 2013, and there were no loading screens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, you load for all of like 20 seconds going into your apartment, and you're just like,
And that's it. And then the world is all yours.
I mean,
the
GTA.
world is
You guys
literally
must not
track
be
4
talking about
Nas.
online.
Illmatic, come
I
on.
was gonna say GTA 5 loading screens, getting into the game,
Is it
and
track
getting
four?
getting from mission to mission. Them some loading screens. That's got you,
Mhm.
got you
Yeah.
feeling like you're in heaven, but you're actually in hell because you're above the clouds, so you feel like you're in heaven, but it's taking fucking forever, so it's a personal hell.
True.
It's Trevor.
Nice. Nice job.
I like how he validated that.
Yeah,
himself.
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah, to confirm.
Gotta
Is
gotta get
there-
the fact checker on the case. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Hey man, it's cool. I'm hyped, I guess, or I'm just curious to see what happens. Mainly,
That's fair.
I'm glad there's some multiplayer options coming out for sure. We'll see what happens with Overwatch 2 as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm excited for it. I want it to be good, bro. I want us to have that fucking game, bro.
Yeah, honestly.
When is BlizzCon? In October, I want to say. So
Something like that, yeah.
Overwatch
So
Battle
it's got-
Royale? Question mark.
Ew.
Everybody's
Okay.
Tracer.
Oh
Ew.
god.
Good
Literally
Lord.
get that away from me as quickly as
That's
possible.
facts.
God.
It's
Everybody
the friggin'
does
Markiplier meme
pre-order.
where it's like, this is my least favorite thing. If I could kill it, I would. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen that meme. Dang.
dude, that Markiplier
Dang.
meme is immaculate.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. So
All right.
that's
Well,
about it.
We're,
That's a
we're at
lot.
about 72 minutes, so I think
We're in there.
we skated by with some nice nerdy talk. I love getting nerdy with you guys. It's always
Yeah,
fun.
for sure. For sure.
Definitely the OG thing.
I think we're really passionate about games, so we can pretty much go on forever. So
Yeah. So, I mean, let us know which ones you're anticipating most or least or whatever, if you so choose, if you are tuned into that sphere of entertainment. And, we'll have a good time. Thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for chilling with us. It's definitely been freaking real, and happy to do this. You know, have a good day, have a good week, have a good time, everybody. Stay safe. I'm not gonna take that. Never mind. Stay
You can use it.
healthy. Stay healthy, everybody.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. E3. I mean, E3 was here. We got some new games. Let us know if you're excited for new games. What games you're excited for. What you're not excited for. What you liked. What you didn't like. And then we'll talk to you. So. Yep. And with that, I will say I love you all.
Yeah, definitely let us know whatever you want us to know in the YouTube comments. Leave a like or dislike, whatever you feel that we deserve. As we said, I believe earlier in the episode, those reviews on Apple Podcasts help us a lot. If you want to tell us we're trash cans or if that we're the best people on the planet, you can do that at Unboxing Life Pod on Instagram and Twitter or r/Unboxing Life Podcast.
Go check out Rocio's vlog in the freaking comments, everybody.
Yes.
Shout out.
Pinned comment will be that video that we talked about for about 15 minutes. So.
That's dope. Yep.
Awesome. Yeah.
Good
So,
stuff.
with that being said, I'm going to say stay safe and be kind, everyone.
Yeah, be kind, be excellent to everyone. And yes, check out that video. She put a lot of fucking time in. I want to say congratulations again, baby girl. You did quite a wonderful job, and the boys here really enjoyed it. I didn't put a gun to their heads. We didn't have to do this episode. They really just did want to talk about it. So,
Yeah.
E3 hype, and you know that's cool. Love talking game shit with y'all, and I don't know. I just love these varieties. So, happy Juneteenth, everybody. You know, just celebrate freedom, celebrate your friends and family, and live to see another day. That's all I'm gonna say. Peace out, baby.